Hi guys, this is JB and Minot here, and these are my pickups for the month of July 2020. This video is going to be a lot shorter than the last video, of course, and I want to thank those of you who watched my last video and gave me comments, but I hope you like this video, and let's get started. Most of the games, 85% of them, are going to be Switch games. This is an NES game I got for 12 bucks at our local game store. Legendary Wings. It's basically a top-down shooter with an angel versus demons motif. You're playing an angel and you're shooting, I can't remember if they're demons or if they're spaceships. But there's that. This took me a month to get I only got this because I can get it pre-owned off the deal of the day from GameStop. And it took me a month to get here. Not GameStop's fault, it's the post office. I had to send them, I had to contact them to find out what was going on. It was in Bismarck for 2 or 3 weeks. For some reason, which is an hour and a half away. Monkey King. Hero is back. The graphics don't look all that great on there, but it was $9. And it's from THQ Nordic, so it can't be that bad. And it's based on the old Journeys to the West books, and which is where you got Dragon Ball Z was inspired by. Okay, now for the Switch games. The first game I'm going to cover is Paper Mario, the Origami King. I don't think this game is worth 60 bucks. Anyway, it's a beautiful game. Paper Mario is visiting Princess Peach, and she gets kidnapped and turned into paper, and he has to rescue her. That's basically it. And Mario has to, with this companion he finds, has to go around the land and basically different areas and find a bunch of mushrooms friends who are hidden and smushed into paper. And he has to remove these streams so that he can turn everybody back to normal. Now the way he fights battles in this game is when he confronts an enemy, he's put on this dartboard looking thing on the ground. And the enemy is scattered throughout the dartboard. What you have to do is you have to spin the rings on the dartboard to put the enemies, align the enemies, so that he can easily kill them without getting killed himself. It's not a really hard game overall. You'll get killed and die a couple of times, but once you build up, you know, it's not really that hard. Now the boss battles are a pain in the butt because the boss battles are kind of fight the same way. You have to direct him on the rings to the weak spots, but he has to do it from on top of these arrows, and they have to direct him in the right way to get to it. But the thing is, to figure out these puzzles, you don't really get much time. You can buy times with your coins, and you will get a lot of coins, but it doesn't add a whole lot of time to it. So the boss battles are long and dragged out, and they're not that fun. You do one thing with the boss, then you got to do something else with the same boss, and it just dragged out. They don't really give you time to heal much or anything like that. Anyway, and plus he comes with a companion who is a girl whose brother is the one who's the bad guy trying to destroy everything or turn everything into paper. But that companion is constantly holding your hand through every inch of the freaking game more than you want her to. But the thing is, when you actually ask for her help on a puzzle or anything like that, she can't help you. And she's annoying as all get out. There is a lot of dialogue in this game. Too much dialogue, too much talk in this game. The missions are okay, finding the mushrooms are okay, and the puzzles could have been done a lot better. Good idea, badly executed, but there really seems to be not a whole lot of stakes when you're fighting an enemy. There's not a lot of reward. There's except coins, and you get them almost by the thousands. And you don't really get any real power-ups or anything like that so far in the game. I'd say this was a good budget. Get it used or get it on a budget if it ever does. It's a first-party game. You know how Nintendo is with those. So, okay, this is a remake of a game that's been on every console probably since the PC. Real Mist Masterpiece. I got it from Best Buy. It's from Limited Run Games, and it's got beautiful cinematics, and it's got a lot more to explore from what I understand. But I haven't played it yet. Based on the anime, it's an RPG, Fairy Tail. Haven't played it, don't know what it's like. Cost 60 bucks though. Deadly Premonition, A Blessing in Disguise. Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise. This is the sequel to Deadly Premonition, which I guess is considered a cult classic. Catherine, Full Body. This is a mixture between a puzzle game and a visual novel game. Every night this guy goes to sleep, I think he's working out his anxieties because I guess he's trying to date 3 different women or something. I don't know. I usually skip through the story, and I only go through the parts of the story that I have to go through. But you're trying to get to the top of a tower, and to do that, you have to pull stones out to climb, to make stairs. And there are traps, there are obstacles in the way. And I played it on easy, which is really kind of easy, but I guess there are modes that you can play. And I think there's a mode where there's a free mode you can play that you don't have to go through the story. Once you get through the story, you can go through the puzzles. But the puzzles are okay, nothing fantastic or anything like that. But this is a remake, by the way, of the PS3 game. And it's M-rated, but it's really not that vulgar or bawdy or anything like that. Surely it doesn't show any nudity or sex. And the blood's like cartoonish blood, so. This is an excellent game. At least the first one. I don't know about the second one yet. I hope so. But Cat Quest 1 and 2, Possum Pack. It's got Cat Quest and Cat Quest 2 on here on the same cartridge. Now, I played Cat Quest, and it's an excellent gem. It's a hidden gem, but it's not very long. That's my only problem with it. If it were longer, it'd be a lot more epic. But you got Cat Quest 2, which I hope is a lot longer. But don't let the cinematics fool you. This game will kick your ass if you're not prepared. But it's a fun game. It's got a lot of puns in the dialogue and whatnot. It's a cute game. I like it. Streets of Rage 4. Haven't played it yet. Kingdom Majestic. This feels like a tower defense game, 2D tower defense game. It's gotten some accolades. Pocket Gamer, gold rating, and Games Room, 2015. I guess this is a physical version of a... Looks like it's got 2 games on here. Kingdom Majestic. I guess it's got 2 games on here in one. But it's gotten good accolades. It's unsealed, so I haven't played it yet. Escape game, Fort Boyard. You're basically a bunch of douchebag-looking hipster wannabes going onto this island, and you're trying to find this treasure or escape. I can't remember what. And there's a bunch of different physics-based trials, mostly physics-based trials that you have to go through. And it would be a fun game, but the physics on here are kind of shaky. In fact, there's just one game on here that I really can't get a grasp on. But eventually, you're trying to, and there's a board game version of it too. There's a couple of modes. There's a board game and there's the story mode. The board game is okay, but it's not really, it's okay for a budget title. I think there's a bunch of PC games based on Escape Game. Okay, this is a sequel, Rock of Ages, Make and Break. And this is a tower defense game that takes you through different points in history. And what you have to do is the enemy usually throws boulders at you, and you have to prepare beforehand with towers and catapults and different ways to divert the boulders as they're coming toward you. And you have to make money at the same time. You have to pick up gold and set up banks and whatnot to make that gold. And it's an okay game. My real problem with the game is the tutorial's kind of weak, and some of the visuals, you really have to zoom in on the visuals for the handheld. They apparently didn't take that into consideration when they made the game, that a lot of people like to play the Switch in handheld mode. Sometimes some of this stuff is really hard to see. But it's a good budget title. I enjoy it so far. Haven't gotten that far in it. Okay, last but not least is a game called Void Terrarium. This appears to be a rogue type game, mixture of a rogue type game and a survival game. But it's from NIS. Void Terrarium. There's the cover sheet. And there's the box. Beautiful looking box. It comes with 3 pens, 2 notepad, a poster, and some kind of notepad. I don't know if there's something written on this notepad or if there's it's for you to write on as a journal or something. It comes with a soundtrack and the game itself. And one last time, it comes with a keychain, a holographic keychain. One of those that you kind of turn back and forth to see if it changes colors and whatnot. Okay guys, those are my pickups for the month of July. I hope you liked it. I'd like to hear your comments, hear your ideas. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Go ahead and subscribe. Looking forward to talking to you again at the end of August. In the meantime, you have a great month and have a great rest of your summer. And hopefully we'll all be able to, the kids will be able to go back to school and we'll all be able to go back to work soon. In the meantime, have a good day. God bless. Bye-bye.